The city sleeping in its neon glow. Felt koala stickers on the laptop, no. Just four friends and a story to impart. Yeah, four friends sharing tales from the heart. The bridge is watching as the words all bloom. Chasing wanderlust inside this little room. Lost in this late night conversation. Yeah, lost.
Countdown to live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Australia, the podcast. Discover the land down under.
Hi, welcome back. So today's episode is a big one. We're talking all about Australia.
Honestly, one of my favorite countries to talk about.
Right, because it's a continent and a country at the same time, which is just wild.
Wait, is that actually true?
That's serious. Only country in the world that's also an entire continent.
Okay, so let's start there. Where even is Australia for anyone who's not sure?
So it's down in Oceania, between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific.
That's why it's called the land down under.
Exactly, and it's huge, like 7.7 million square kilometers, sixth biggest country on Earth.
But barely any people though, right? Like 26 million total.
Yeah, most of them live along the coast. The middle of the country, the outback, is basically empty desert.
Okay, wait. How is it organized then? States?
6 states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, Western Australia, South Australia, and Tasmania.
Plus 2 territories, the Northern Territory and the tiny one, the Australian Capital Territory.
That one is actually where the capital is.
Wait. Isn't the capital Sydney?
Nope, that's the trap everyone falls into. It's Canberra.
Yeah, Sydney and Melbourne both wanted to be the capital, so they basically built a whole new city just to avoid the argument.
That's so petty. I love it.
English is the official language, but there is also over 250 indigenous languages still spoken today.
Religion-wise, it's pretty mixed too. Historically Christian, mostly Catholic and Anglican, but now no religion is actually the biggest single group.
And don't forget the flag, Union Jack in the corner, a big star for the states and territories, and the Southern Cross constellation.
Which is also why they drive on the left. Right? British thing.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of British, quick history hit because it's kind of wild.
Aboriginal people have been there over 65,000 years, the oldest continuous culture on the planet.
That's insane. That's before basically anything we normally talk about in history class.
Right? And they've got the Dreamtime stories, dot painting, and the didgeridoo. So we'll come back to that instrument later. It's really cool.
Then Britain shows up in 1788. The first fleet lands near what's now Sydney.
And turns it into a penal colony, like they were sending convicts there because British jails were overflowing.
Wait, so the country literally started as a prison?
Pretty much, yeah. And one of the harshest versions of that was Port Arthur down in Tasmania. That's where they send the toughest repeat offenders.
The ruins are still there, you can actually go visit them.
Kind of creepy, honestly.
And then it eventually becomes its own country?
Yep, gold rushes in the 1850s bring a huge wave of immigrants, and by 1901 all the separate colonies unite into the modern nation of Australia.
Okay, this next part is honestly one of my favorites. Australian English.
Oh my gosh, the accent.
It's so different from British or American English.
And they showing literally everything.
Give me some examples.
Okay, afternoon becomes arvo.
Gas station is servo.
Breakfast is breaky.
And a mosquito is a mousy.
Why do they even do that?
Apparently, it's like a whole cultural thing, keeping things casual and informal, like nobody's supposed to sound too fancy or important.
Which also explains slang like thongs for flip flops.
Wait, what?
Yeah, know what you're thinking. It just means sandals over there.
And no worries, it's basically the national catchphrase. Means you're welcome, it's fine, and don't stress, all at once.
Even the spelling stays British, Carla, Santa, but that accent is 100% its own thing.
Alright, let's do a mini road trip. Favorite cities?
I'll start Canberra just because nobody ever talks about it, and it's the actual capital, small and quiet, and it's got Parliament House.
Okay, but Sydney has to be the big one, right? Opera House, Harbour Bridge.
The Opera House design is wild too. That cell shape, and it took over a decade to build.
And Bondi Beach is right there. Back every morning with surfers before work.
Melbourne is my personal favorite though. Flinders Street Station and Federation Square right across from it.
Locals literally say meet you under the clocks.
Plus, the coffee culture, it's unreal. Thanks to Italian and Greek immigration.
Then up north you got Cairns, the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef.
Wait, isn't that where you can't always swim in the ocean?
Yeah, stinger season, October to May. Bugs, jellyfish everywhere. So they built this huge public pool right on the water, the Splendid Lagoon.
That's such a smart workaround.
And the Gold Coast, surfer paradise, is basically the surf capital of the country.
Kids there learn to surf almost before they learn to swim.
And finally, Tasmania, the island down south. Hobart's the capital, and the wilderness is gorgeous.
And that's where the Tasmanian devil is from, right?
Yes, and funny enough, it's called a devil because early settlers heard it screeching and growling at night and just assumed it had to be something demonic.
It's literally just an angry little marsupial.
Iconic, honestly.
Okay, let's talk about festival time. Australians love an excuse to celebrate.
Visit Sydney, the Light Festival of the Opera House every winter.
The Melbourne Cup, the race that stops a nation. Workplaces genuinely pause for it.
And the Australian Open Tennis Grand Slam every January in Melbourne.
Don't forget Formula One, the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park, right in the middle of Melbourne.
And Moomba, Melbourne's big free festival with water skiing shows on the river and everything.
Plus Sydney New Year's Eve fireworks over the Harbour Bridge. One of the first big celebrations the whole world sees every year.
And there are actual holidays too, right? Not just festivals.
Yeah, Australian Day, January 26th, though it's controversial. A lot of Aboriginal Australians call it Invasion Day instead.
Anzac Day in April honors soldiers who died in the past wars. Dawn service happened all over the country.
And Boxing Day, December 26th, huge sales, the Sydney to Hobart Yacht race, and a massive cricket match in Melbourne.
Okay, this is the part I've been waiting for. Footy!
Australian rules football, the AFL. It's wild.
Big oval field, oval ball. You can kick it or handball it, but never throw it.
And there's no offside rule, so it's just constant chaos in the best way, of course.
How many players?
18 on the field per team plus 4 more on the interchange bank.
Instead of two goalposts, There's 4. A kick through the middle too is worth 6 points. The other ones are worth 1.
Oh, and the mark when someone catches the ball straight off a kick, they earn a free kick.
That's where those insane jumps come in, right? The speckies.
Exactly. Guys literally climbing onto other players' back to catch it.
The league got 18 teams, and most are named after suburbs. Richmond, Collingwood, Carlton, Essendon, all different parts of Melbourne.
Others represent whole cities like Sydney Swans, Brisbane Lions, and Gold Coast Suns.
Seasons March to September, right?
Yep, and it all builds in the grand final of the MCG, like 100,000 people there.
Food is not the only sport. Cricket's massive too, especially the Boxing Day test.
Rugby League and Union 2, especially New South Wales and Queensland, a state of origin, is basically a war.
And they're insane swimmers, always cleaning up at the Olympics.
Okay, switch gears. Food.
Meat pie, Vegemite, and toast.
Vegemite. Okay? Explain that one, because it sounds terrifying.
It's dark, salty, yes, extract spread, super intense. You're supposed to use like a tiny amount.
It's basically a childhood taste thing for them, kind of like a nostalgia food.
There's also the Lamington, sponge cake with chocolate and coconut, ants and biscuit, and the chicken roll, this deep fried snack that you get at footy games.
And the coffee culture, right? Flat whites?
Yeah, believed to have started in Australia or New Zealand back in the 1980s.
Music-wise, you've got AC/DC, Kylie Minogue, Sia.
But my favorite is that didgeridoo, that deep droning instrument.
How does it even make that sound?
Circular breathing. The player breathes in through the nose while pushing air out through the mouth at the same time, so the sound never stops.
It's traditionally made from a eucalyptus branch that termites hollow out naturally.
And it's still used in ceremonies today, plus it's shown up in movies and even street performances.
Okay, we're to Australia time. This is my favorite part.
3/4 of their plants and animals exist nowhere else on Earth.
Kangaroos, koalas, wombat, and the platypus, which is the mammal that lays eggs.
Wombats also poop in cubes, like actual cube shapes,
Why?
so it doesn't roll away. They use it to mark territory.
Nature's weird, man.
And it's totally normal to see kangaroos just hopping down the street or hanging out on someone's lawn.
Locals don't even look twice.
Oh, and people walk around barefoot all summer. Parks, streets, even supermarkets.
That surf culture thing again, right?
Exactly. If you grew up walking barefoot in sand your whole life, shoes start feeling optional.
And then there's the Sunday barbecue, the Barbie.
With the sausage sizzle thing?
Yes, hardware stores like Bunnings do it almost every weekend for charity.
And here's the weird part. No bun, it's a sausage folded into a plain slice of square white bread.
Wait, seriously? Not hot dog bun?
Nope, just full bread, grilled onions, and tomato sauce. That's the correct way, apparently.
Oh, and one more thing. The sports uniforms are green and gold, not blue like the flag.
Because those are the official national colors taken from the golden wattle flower.
Makes sense, actually.
And the last one, their money is plastic, actual polymer banknotes.
Australia was the first country in the world to switch its entire currency to plastic, back in 1988.
That's so smart. Way more durable.
Okay, I feel like we covered so much.
Right? From the accent to foodie to kangaroos and Samuel's lawn.
Cube-shaped wombat poop.
Never forgetting that one.
Basically, Australia is just this mix of laid back, weird, and kind of amazing all at once.
Thank you for listening, guys.
See you next episode.
Peace out.